Everyone was affected by the war. Every corner of the world.
Hello everyone, welcome to the channel DankCool. Today we're doing a benchmarking video on Battlefield 1. Okay, this is the precise setting that we're currently using for this benchmarking video. Anyway, we're currently sitting on 1440p 60Hz with VSync turned off, and if we go to the advanced tab setting, you can see that we're currently still using DX11 instead of DX12, since we need to have that consistent frame rates, as DX12 is still not optimized for an accurate benchmarking result. And with the rest of the game setting, we're sitting at Ultra and FXAA high. Okay, let's get back to the game, shall we? Okay, the Fraps benchmarking tool has been launched. We're going to see the results later on.
I had to fight up the mountain and take out anything targeting his unit.
Just hearing the story makes me worried for you.
Don't worry, I was in a full suit of armor.
Well, at this point we're seeing a very fantastic frame per second as well as frame times, which is less than 15 milliseconds.
I had to fight them first.
I really would like to pardon my shooting skills at this point because I'm not really into FPS games. So yes, I am kind of terrible at this game. Just to be predicted, this game is very well optimized with any hardware, hence why you don't really need a high-end graphics card in order to run this game at a pleasant FPS. Okay, if you actually look at the CPU temperature, we're currently sitting at less than 60 degrees. That's due to us having a custom water cooled installed on the CPU. And yes, we are currently killing Germans in this game wearing a full armored suit. Okay, if we actually look at the RAM usage, it's just sitting at 6.5 to 6.8 gigabytes. That's due to the fact that this game is well optimized, hence why you don't really need to go up to 16 gigabytes. You might be okay with just 12 gigabytes instead. And yes, this game have been running around 100-ish FPS, which makes it buttery smooth with no stutter, no lag whatsoever. Okay, by now you must understand that this is just a game. It did happen in real life, however you're not meant to repeat the same mistake over and over again in real life.
All that was left after the flame troops were some trucks.
Okay, if you look at the current memory frequency that we are having right now, we're actually sitting at 10,304, which is quite an overclock for this graphics card, because we actually have a decent memory cooling for this graphics card as well. That's why we should be able to get a lot more, but I don't think we really need it for this kind of benchmark, because it's starting to get to the point where it becomes a more smooth, not stuttering experience for me. So there isn't any point for you to get a lot more higher than this frequency, because yeah, 90 FPS is a very fantastic frame just for to be on 2K itself. Yeah, I forgot to mention this, but I'm actually very happy with the GPU core frequency as well, because we're actually sitting at 2101 megahertz, which is very good just for a graphics card that barely throttles, and we're actually having a stable overclock, and we're staying at this 2.1 gigahertz, sorry, overclock. And yeah, we're just sitting at 61 degrees Celsius at that overclock, which is crazy just to have this graphics card running at that. And yes, the current graphics card that I have is the Xtreme Gaming, which is cost approximately $1. And mind you, the currency that I'm telling you or even mention at this point is actually an AUD, not USD, so it should be around 600-ish USD. Oh yeah, in regards to the game, man, these guns are crazy to use, like literally. They're very cool to use, seeing those animations when you reload or even exploding stuff. Man, it's a crazy experience just to be in this game. Okay, just to be expected, the crazier or even the more intense scenery you're actually having in this game, the more memory that you're actually using, which is we're creeping up from 6.5 gigabytes RAM usage up to 7 gigabytes out of 16, mind you. Okay, enough of me talking, let's start to focus on killing the enemies instead. Got you, suckers, got you. Got you. Ah, you're dead. Got you. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that the reason why you're seeing very high voltage when you're comparing this graphics card to the stock Gigabyte Extreme Edition, the reason why you're seeing 1.093 is because I actually applied a metal liquid on the shunt resistor, which is actually tricking the graphics card that it actually requires more voltage that needs to be fitted into the graphics card itself. That's why it increases up to 1.093 volts. Man, we are killing it up to this stage. We are literally killing it. And yes, hyper-threading seems to be work effectively in this type of game because of the engine that Battlefield 1 uses from DICE. And you're seeing actually more than 50% CPU utilization, and goes up to 60-ish. It's because of this optimization that DICE have implemented in this game. Well folks, we're actually nearly reaching that end point of this game or stage. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. If you do, click that like button down below and don't forget to subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one. Peace.